Exodus chapter 5. Moses and Aaron, they go and talk to Pharaoh. Verse 1. Afterward Moses and Aaron went in and told Pharaoh, Thus says the Lord God of Israel, Let my people go, that they may hold a feast to me in the wilderness. Moses and Aaron finally get the courage to go talk to the Pharaoh after the struggles they've had before. But they say, let my people go. And the Israelites are truly their people and God's people. If you just search up, let my people go, there's some really cool videos that pop up. Verse 2. And Pharaoh said, Who is the Lord that I should obey his voice to let Israel go? I do not know the Lord, nor will I let Israel go. And Pharaoh's like, I don't care about your Lord. I don't even know who he is. What does he matter to me? Pharaoh refuses. He's actually a very stubborn guy. We see that. Verse 3. They said, The God of the Hebrews has met with us. Please let us go 3 days' journey into the desert and sacrifice to the Lord our God, lest he fall upon us with pestilence or with the sword. Well, at first they're giving him a warning. They're saying, let us go for 3 days into the desert for a sacrifice. But they're giving him a warning saying, he will fall upon us with pestilence or with the sword, because it is their destiny to be led out of Egypt. God is going to have that destiny fulfilled. I don't know if I really explained that right. I'm sorry. Verses 4 and 5. Then the king of Egypt said to them, Moses and Aaron, why do you take the people from their work? Get back to your labor. And Pharaoh said, Look, the people of the land are many now. You make them rest from their labor. Instead of taking what they say into consideration, Pharaoh's like, nah, shut up. Get out of here. You should be working right now. They don't even have to be working. They're not even from this place. But he's saying, you guys should be working. You're causing my workers to not be working either. Pharaoh just sidetracks them and gets back to being a dictator. He's corrupt. So on top of that, the Pharaoh makes their jobs harder for them too. Verse 9. More work be laid on the men that they may labor in it, and let them not regard false words. So he makes their working conditions worse, and he gives them more work, saying, I'm not going to have any more outbreaks like this. Instead of caring for them so that they don't have any complaints, I'm going to make things so bad that they have complaints, but they're too afraid to talk about them. The people are mad. They go and talk to Pharaoh, but Pharaoh's like, I don't care about what you have to say. Again, get back to work. And truly, what are they going to do against Pharaoh? They're upset because they can't do anything about their rough situations. And Moses was supposed to be that guy. Verses 20 and 21. Then as they came out from the Pharaoh, they met Moses and Aaron, who stood there to meet them. And they said to them, Let the Lord look on you and judge, because you have made us apparent in the sight of Pharaoh and in the sight of his servants, to put a sword in their hand to kill us. What's crazy about last chapter and what we just read was that Moses had already gained their trust, said, I'm going to lead you out of Egypt, I'm going to lead you out of slavery. But when they have an issue, they don't take it to God, they don't take it to Moses, they take it to Pharaoh, who they know is a corrupt dictator. And now they're blaming it on Moses. And true, if you were in their position, you would think that Moses made things worse. But Moses is just doing all he can at this point. Verses 22 and 23. So Moses returned to the Lord and said, Lord, why have you brought trouble on this people? Why is it you have sent me? Since I came to Pharaoh to speak in your name, he has done evil to this people. Neither have you delivered your people at all. So now Moses is going to the Lord and he's like, what's going on? I thought you had a plan. I thought this was supposed to work. But things are looking really rough right now and I'm thinking it's your fault. At least he's talking to the Lord, but he's not trusting and having faith in the Lord's plan. And that's where the chapter ends. It's a cliffhanger. But it says Israel's deliverance assured. That means that God's plan is true and it is going to happen. They just have to be patient. It looks bad right now, but it's going to get better. And so that's a main idea of this chapter. God's plan takes time. We saw it with Joseph. You're going to have your rough moments, but it's from your rough moments that you get the best moments. Again, if your life was perfect all the time, when something nice happens to you, you wouldn't appreciate it. You can't have highs if everything is always high. It'll just be the base level for you. God's plan can sometimes take a long time to happen, but that doesn't mean that God isn't working. He's working every day, and his plan for you is going to be perfect in the end. Another thing is, since God has the perfect plan for you, give your problems to him. God is literally your father. You know how you would talk to your father? Talk to God like that. Tell him about your day. The Israelites made the mistake of going and talking to Pharaoh, who doesn't care about them, but God cares about you so much. He loves you more than anything and more than anyone, so you can talk to him about anything. Bring your issues to him and he'll work them out. Eventually, everything will be just right. That's all I have. Thank you for watching.